Hey everyone, Student Survival here. I wanted to shoot a quick video on my get home bag. This bag itself stays in my trunk of my vehicle at all times. Of course, I have multiple bags for different things, but this is kind of just a basic get home within, this isn't a 72-hour bag, but I work relatively close to home, and I'm usually not very far from home if I'm out and about. So this bag here would be perfect for my needs as far as I can tell. So I just wanted to give everyone a little basic get home bag. I feel it's important that everyone have something like this because you never know. You could have a flat tire, or your car breaks down, or heaven forbid something serious actually happens. But it doesn't always have to be for that. It's just something that everyone should have. And I know that there's a lot more people getting into like emergency preparedness, and I feel like this is a good place to start. Would be to make just a get home bag or a basic kit to keep in your car. This isn't like a long-term bug out bag or anything like that. This is just my get home bag in my trunk. So let's get started. Now, everybody's needs are different. There are a couple things in this bag I wish I had in here. I just honestly haven't been able to find them or options for them that I can personally have. One thing I do not have that I'd like to have is the SAS survival guide, like the pocket size. But I plan on getting one of those to put in here. Another honorable mention would be some kind of like snacks, like a fruit bars or power bar, something like that, because of course if I'm walking for a long distance, I have a little bit of food in here, but it's nothing crazy, and it would be nice to have something to give me some energy, but I have some dietary restrictions, so it's really hard for me to find substitutes like that, or else I'd have something like Cliff Bars or something like that in here. Without further ado, let's take a look at the outside here real quick. So I just have this little cheap carabiner, nothing, I wouldn't climb off of a mountain with this, but maybe just to hang my pack up, or clip something that's not very heavy on the outside here. I have 1 liter of Smart Water here. The reason I got this is because it fits my Sawyer Mini, which you'll see in here. After a while, on this side I just have a earth colored Shimog. Just in case I want to wrap my head up or my face for debris or anything like that. But I didn't go with like a bright colored one like this, or like an olive like that, because I'm trying to keep kind of a lower profile. That's kind of just a neutral color. And also on the front here I have a little pouch here for my mace, which you'll see in here as well. So let's get inside. Okay, so first, just in this outside pocket here, I have a couple glow sticks. I have some Fox brand mace. I like non-lethal options. Of course, I have some more hardcore and deadlier versions of self-protection as well that I always have on me when applicable. Including at work, thankfully. So I definitely have some real means of self-protection, but I think non-lethal options are important as well. So I definitely have that. And in here I have just a little cheap headlamp, as well as a little cheap flashlight with a couple Band-Aids. I have a little Bic lighter and some extra batteries, of course, for both of these little flashlights. I like a headlamp for hands-free. But I also, I think it's important to have multiple ways to light if I need to. I also, carry a flashlight on my EDC, but this is just something extra to keep in the bag. I think it's probably 5 to 10 feet of just some cheap paracord. It's just good, in case I have to tie something up. And then I have this little folding saw in case I want to process some wood or, anything like that if I had to make a fire. So in this second compartment here, I keep a Silcock key for municipal water sources if possible, a little can opener. I have a couple packs of Sudocon wipes in case I, obviously carrying some mace if something were to happen and it explodes on me or it gets on me or whatever. I want to be able to take care of that if I can. I just have some extra baggies, of course some toilet paper, emergency candles, I have a old school Strike Force and some stove fuel for this little ultralight folding stove. I have 2 road flares, a little box cutter. In here is just medical shears and like a couple little medical instruments. If I can't use them, somebody else can. I have some liquid IV for hydration, especially if I'm going to be doing a lot of walking. So I figured that's important. I have a pair of earplugs. I have some extra matches in here with an extra little striker. I have a couple spoons as well as, you know, these hard plastic ones. I have a Leatherman brand multi-tool and a Mora. Of course, again, I carry nice knives with me on my EDC, but I think it's important to have a nice sheath knife as well that you can trust and rely on. And for the last main compartment here, I have a 2-liter water bladder that I inserted here, which I, you know, of course, plan to empty that straight into there, and then, you know, fill up any water I find along the way into that, and then filter it into that. But I have this little pouch here. It just has a little toolkit, some extra matches, right in the rain pad, a razor knife, a little ID, signaling mirror, some dry tinder, and some extra matches as well. I have a Sawyer Mini. As I said before, that could go on that water bottle. I kept it in the package just to kind of keep it protected. And I think this one has the, it does have the little pouch to go with it. But I just figured I could keep it in the package to kind of help keep it all together. It doesn't really weigh that much, so I'm not too worried about it. And I do have the room for it. I have this stainless steel cup, as well as some antibiotic wipes or antibacterial wipes, and then I have for shelter a SOL emergency bivy. For those of you who know what that is or don't know what that is, that's basically, you know, you can just lay out in that, and I guess as long as it's not a torrential downpour, you'll be all right. I have 2 mountain houses. As I mentioned before, I have some dietary restrictions. I have to be gluten-free medically, or else I'll be very, very sick and useless. And these 2 happen to be gluten-free, which I have previously eaten these, and I'm not, you know, I don't hate them. So they're good to have. If I could find some extra substitutes for, you know, some more like small snack bars or anything like that, I'm definitely going to add them. But as far as food, that's all I got. But of course, you know, I don't plan on being out for weeks or days, you know, at a time. This is mainly just to get back to the house if I'm close by. I have this little boo-boo kit. This is not like a Save My Life blowout kit or anything like that. Of course, I have one of those on my EDC, but this is just a little cheap. I actually bought this one from Walmart and added some extra things to it. Of course, you can see a tourniquet here, but I added, you know, trauma pads and a chest seal, you know, just in case. But this is just a little cheap boo-boo kit, basically. Nothing crazy. I also saved the packaging, which lists everything, and I also added on there what I added to it. That way, if I need to know or someone else needs to know, because it does have, like, I don't know, some little ibuprofen or something like that inside of it, that we can be aware. And finally, I have a fleece-lined neck gaiter or face shield, whatever you want to call it. I have personally used these ones from SA, and I've used them outside plenty of times all last winter, and I'm happy with them, so that's definitely a good addition. And of course, some unmentionables and some wool socks, because we all know that it's nice to have clean, dry feet. So that's pretty much it. I do have some emergency ponchos and like an emergency Mylar blanket in that little first aid kit. So rain gear isn't something that I showed, but I also do have like rain gear that I have on me, especially now that it's getting colder. The jacket that I have is rainproof, or so I should say water resistant, as well as I do keep a nice Swiss Tech jacket in my car as well with change of clothes and stuff. So it's always there along with this bag. That's why you didn't see any other like rain gear. What else? I did, of course, mention that I do have some self-protection legally that I'm allowed to have. I just removed for the sake of this video, so that's why you didn't see anything like that. I apologize for rambling and not being a professional cameraman. But I just wanted to give everyone, the view of an average guy. I'm not some big, rich, famous YouTuber or anybody like that can just throw gobs of money at all kinds of expensive gear. This is just something that the average person can afford. This bag itself was actually a cheap Walmart bag. Of course, you can use your own, but this was a cheap little option that I don't really care about, so I could just throw all that extra stuff in it and keep it in the car. So I hope I gave you some ideas. If there's anything you'd like to suggest, or any questions you have, or interested in any of the gear, I could probably link you to it. So thank you for watching, and good luck.